life was written, but who are you kidding? It was rewritten to control the minds with precision. This cold-blooded frost spitting on your throne you were sitting. Your plan is to lure us with religion. Trump, Bush, and Clinton all had the same intentions. Nothing changed, the modern day's King James. Not to mention your perversion and segregation causes chaos and tension. What less matters, that's the part that you're forgetting. Revealing what's hidden, your trickery and lies exposed, get written.
Your trickery and lies exposed, good written.
Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome. It's your girl, Yasmin Denise, and I would like to welcome you all to another segment of True Serum. We are just coming in, so I'm going to ask that you all make sure you like and share and come on and tag some people. We're going to talk today. We are really going to talk. I have missed you guys tremendously, and I thank you all for being patient with me. I thank you all for purchasing the books, my merch. I thank you all for sharing, liking, and supporting me. So right now, I need you all to go like and share and tag a couple of people because we're going to have some conversations in here today. Come on now. Alrighty, and while we are tagging and sharing, you guys, y'all know what time it is. If you haven't got the book, make sure you go to www.peculiarnationent.com and purchase the book. Here it goes right here. Today I woke up by none other than your girl, Yasmin Denise. Also, y'all can also purchase the lip gloss, True Serum lip gloss for the ladies. You want your lips to be popping, make sure you go and do that as well. So again, the True Serum. Hey, Stephanie, I want to say hey to you. I see that you up here. I appreciate you, homegirl, for being up here. I'm about to look at my phone for a second, you guys, to make sure, because you guys know that when I come on here live, right? So this is what y'all doing. Y'all helping me promote. Because when I come on here live from this streaming platform, I cannot tag anyone. All I can do is get you guys to help me to do it because we fam. Y'all my truth tellers, and that's what we do, okay? So today, True Serum, wait, before I go there, y'all like my hat? I'm rocking it, right? I know, because that's what we do. But anyway, you guys, first, before we go into anything, I want to give a couple of shout outs. One, I want to give a shout out to none other than Travis Henry. You guys, he's my producer. He's, handling this production, and he's getting this thing tight, and he's getting it right. And I appreciate him for everything that he's doing, because he don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I really, even though he's my husband, everybody might think, oh, that's your man. He has to. No, he don't. He has a life too. Ooh, he has a life too. So that's that. Y'all guys forgive me. I'm having a little technical difficulty. I'm trying to watch with y'all. So again, all you guys that's coming in, let's see who we got. We got Amber. Hey, boo. Leora. Hey, my baby. How are you? You guys, y'all go ahead, like, click the share. I see that y'all sharing it. I appreciate you guys. So this is what we're going to do today. I have a letter from someone called The Wounded Mate. So we're going to read a little bit of that. I'm going to get my perspective on that. And if you guys have a perspective, I appreciate you guys. If you guys can also give me your perspective, because she will be tuning in today so she can get some answers, because she's someone who needs help. You understand? So if any of you have any topics, you have letters, anything that you want to send in, inbox me. You can send it in, or you can send it to my, you want to write me a letter, anything. I'm going to put up my business address so you guys can mail it in, or you guys can just email me at peculiarnationent@gmail.com. Isn't that sweet? Yes, it is. So it's wounded. What is she called? Wounded Mate, Wounded Vessel, right? So I received this inbox from a young lady, and she said throughout her whole life, she has dealt with a lot of trauma, a lot of neglect, of a lot of abuse and things of that nature. And she's in this relationship, but in her relationship, okay, how can I put this? Because I don't want to put I can't put everything out there. Some of it's confidential. I'm only sharing what she said I'm allowed to share. The abuse department, she feels like that's how he's supposed to love her. That's how he show love. So with the fighting and the cursing and the kicking him out, kicking her out, doing all of this, she feel like that's love. So what she did was she asked me for advice. Anybody that knows me knows that if anyone asks me for advice, I'm gonna keep it 100. But when it comes to relationship, that's a sticky situation. I only can help you as a person grow, but as far as your relationship, I try not to get in between people relationships. I'm gonna pause right there. To everyone who just purchased the book, if you guys, I see that you all got your book. I thank you all for your support. I just had to say that. I'm sorry about that. Leora, I thank you for the post. Amber, I thank you guys. I'm glad you guys are reading that book and it's changing your minds. So, like I said, that's her dilemma. Her dilemma is, I guess, hey, I guess, to her, abuse is normal to her. So she feels like that's how he shows love. And if they're not fighting, if they're not arguing, she does not feel love. Let me tell y'all something. I was in I've been in a similar situation and I felt that way as well at one point. Sometimes you go through so much, and if that's all you know, you're thinking that's the trauma in you. That's your mental, that's your trauma in you, believing that, if he not beating me, he don't love me. That's a lie. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say love shouldn't hurt, because it does hurt, because your heart can deceive you, and nobody's perfect, and people are gonna make um mistakes, and people are gonna get hostile, and people do things, people argue, they do what they do. I'm trying to comment back. I'm gonna see if I see you guys. And so what I want her to know, hey, Mama Monroe. Hey, how are you? First thing I want the young lady to know is that the first thing she needs to, when we're in relationships, abusive relationships, whether we're the abuser or we the one getting abused, and if we think that that's okay, and we thinking that that's the correct way of life, is because that's what we've been taught. And for so long, you know what I'm saying, it's been hit, and argue, curse you out, tell you ain't nothing. That starts to go in your mind, because when someone is the abuser, the first thing they start with is your mind. So once they get your mind, then everything else just flows with it. And sometimes when we leave that one relationship and get into another relationship, we still have that same mindset. You know what I'm saying? The same mindset that, okay, if this one don't hit me, he don't love me. And we take that hurt to the next relationship. And I think that's what happened, because now she's in this relationship, and because he's not, she provokes him to hit her, because she feels like if she's provoking him, and when he do it, then that means he loves her. So before I really go into my opinion, if any of you guys, or my advice, my opinion, or however I feel, let's put it that way. Disclaimer. These are my opinions. I'm not saying it's law. I'm not saying it's facts. In certain situations it is, though. But, these are my opinions. I'm not telling you I'm your psychiatrist or your therapist, but I'm just letting you know these are my opinions. I hear you, Steph. Stephanie says she's been there. So before we go any further, if any of you have any anything that you can tell this young lady, if any of you been in that situation, I have. I just want to see what you guys have to say before I go in and say what I'm about to say, because to be honest, this is going to be a quick truth serum on today. But while I'm waiting for you guys to tell me what you think, give me some comments, give me some feedback, I want to say this to my females, to my women, and to my men. Sometimes we come in a place where we believe that, we believe the lie that was told to us in regards to who we are and what we are. You know what I'm saying? We're ugly, we're too fat, we're too small, we're not enough. You know what I'm saying? You're never gonna be nothing. You ain't, whatever, however they put it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I think people don't realize that words hit harder. Words last longer. You can get smacked up, your lip be bleeding, but your lip will heal. But them words will sit there. Them words will sit there. They'll play on your mind. They'll play on your inner thoughts. They'll start living in you. You understand what I'm saying? Becoming you. You start becoming everything that you heard that you're not. You start becoming the one that feel like they ugly. So they told you was ugly for so long, so now you think you're ugly. They told you was never going to be nothing, so now you don't have no goals. They told you, you know what I'm saying, you was too big, so now you're dieting and you having eating disorders when you're not even big at all. We're not comfortable in our skin. We don't know how to love ourselves at this point. You know what I'm saying? And I just truly believe that once we get to a point where self-care is, that's why I promote self-care the way I do, you guys, because it's important to love yourself. It's important to know who you are. It's important to you know um love who you are, love your difference, because sometimes they play on the fact that you know you're different, you're not like everybody else, you got your little flaws, and people play on those flaws, and that's how they get you. Okay, let me see, what are you saying? I can't even see the comments. It's a difficult situation, it's all in a battle. Yes, it's very much an inner, it's very much an inner battle. It's all in your mental. That's why I said once they get your head, it's a wrap. Once a guy, a nigga, you know what I mean, female abroad, which however you want to say it, depending on where you at in life. Once they get your mental, they got you. You know what I'm saying? What I want to do today is, young lady, wounded mate, I don't want to tell you what you did wrong. That's not my job. My job is not to judge you. My job is not to bash you. My job is not to say, well, you need to do this, you need to do that. My job is to tell you how I made it out of that situation. And hopefully, how I made it out, and some of my truth tellers up here, how they made it out, can assist you on the things that you need to do. What I really feel deep down inside is that you're saying that you're not feeling loved. But baby girl, no one can love you, and you would never feel loved if you don't love yourself first. That's first and foremost. You have to have self-love first before anything. And yes, it's difficult. I'm not saying it's gonna happen overnight. I got out of that. When I got out of my abusive relationship, it took me years. The Yasmin Denise you see today was not the Yasmin Denise 10 years ago. Okay. Because I was still carrying the baggage and the luggage and the burden from the abuse that I went through. So I was still extra with a lot of things because I felt like I had to overcompensate because of the mental torment I was going through from the words that I heard. Oh, you'll never be this. You'll never be that. You're this. You're that. You know what I'm saying? You're the foster kid. You know what I'm saying? You're the outcast, or you ain't nothing, and or you're ugly, you're too fat, or your eye, whatever the situation was, and whatever the abuse that I was getting from him and from people. You understand what I'm saying? I held that internally. And that thing walked with me for a long time. And I used to see people look at me and they wanted to do certain things like I did it. And in my head, I was saying, baby, you really don't know what I'm battling with. You see on the outside, yeah, you see the Gucci, you see the Jordans, you know what I mean? You see the gold, you see the grills, you see all of that. You hear the voice, but you don't know what I'm battling with on the inside. And up until I can say 10 years ago, I started detoxing. And when I started detoxing and becoming who I was as a woman, we ain't talking spiritually, who I am in the kingdom. We ain't talking about that. We talk about Yasmin, the person. When I decided to become who I am, Yasmin, the person, and learning who Yasmin, the person was, and loving who Yasmin, the person was, that's when those walls and those words stopped affecting me. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't affect me as much because when he used to say, "Oh, you a ugly bee," now I'm looking at myself like, "Dang, you bomb, shorty." You know what I mean? You bomb, shorty. You looking good today. You feel me? Not saying it's gonna, and that's why I'm saying I don't want you to think it's gonna happen overnight because it's not. But it starts with you just looking in the mirror and speaking life into yourself. Sometimes we look for other people to speak life into us. Sometimes we look for other people. You get out because you are amazing. Love you more than I know. Just tap into you. Been there. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. It's a process. It really is a process. It really is a process. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what I had to do to get me together. And once I got my mind together, once I knew who I was and what I was worth, then and only then did I know that, oh, no niggas are supposed to hit me. That's not love. Nah, Girl, me too. Lazy eye and all. Can't tell me that. Hey. Nah. But anyway, yes. So you know, it was only then when I began to love myself that I didn't expect, you know, I didn't look for the same thing. Sometimes when we wounded, we look for that thug that's gonna abuse us because we think it's love. But once you start to love yourself, you're no longer looking for that. You stop looking for that alone. You stop looking for that. You looking for someone you can grow with. You look at someone that's gonna, speak life and that can connect with who you are now. Not that can connect with your brokenness. Not the person that can connect with your bruising. Not the person that's connecting with your scars. Not the person that's connecting with your past. But the person that you are. The person that you are that day. The person, you know. What's that? Oh, hey, the person, hey Justin, the person that that you have become, the person that you become to love yourself, to give yourself, give yourself your own accolades. You giving yourself your own compliments. You understand? So when they give you the compliment, it ain't gonna affect you. You ain't gonna be ready to drop your drawers just because of a nigga told you that you were pretty or he bought you a pair of shoes. Because by now, you know yourself that you look good. You know yourself that you're comfortable in your skin. And whether you got a little meat or you're skinny, whether you plump like me, thick madam, or, you're little. You're skinny. You're evil if you're skinny. No, I'm just joking. However you are, you start to love yourself. And then, so now you're looking for people that you're looking for a man, or he's looking for a woman that can complement where he is at that time. And that's what I want to say to you, that's what I want to say to the person that wrote in. I almost said your name. Good God. Thank you, Holy Ghost, for keeping my mouth closed. That's what I want to say to you. Love, the first step in this thing is to love yourself and first figure out what you want to do. Because there is a saying that says, if you like it, I love it. So you got to be willing to say, okay, I know who I am. This is the relationship I'm in. Do I really love it? Do I really like that this nigga hit me upside my head, or this guy hit me upside my head? Do I like that she hit me upside my head? Do I like that we don't have no peace? And if you do, I'm not telling you to leave. But anything that's going to harm you is not good for you. But that, again, it's a decision that you have to make. So let me read some of you comments. I'm gonna ask my producer, bling, bling, can you please start putting up the comments so I can, compensate with the people? Let's see. Realizing I could survive without that person. That's how I got out. Exactly. That's important as well. We had, sometimes that's the hardest thing, realizing, because like I said, when you first get into a situation like that, they got you so codependent on them. I mean, you sitting at home, you're not working, you're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? So they paying all your bills. They eat, they feed you, get your hair done, get your nails done. She cutting your hair. She taking you to cop sneakers. She giving you money to go out with your boys. This is for men and women. Because not only women go through abusive situations. There's men out here hurting. There's men out here truly hurting. And they don't want to say nothing because they don't want to look like a punk. Or they don't want to say nothing, so they keep it bottled up, and then that be that one that's gonna, boop, 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 boop. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that that's right. I'm totally against. I'm nonviolent, correct? Unless you mess with me, my money, my kids, or my husband. You got that? That's it. So let's look at some of these comments, some more of these comments. Not that one. We read that one. It's okay. Go there. Right there. Yep. What's that one? You are so important and you have to fight for you and your value. Yes. The important thing is you got to know that you are important. Know that you want to live. Know that you want peace. Know that you want real love. You understand? That's another thing. Some of us don't know real love. Some of us think that love is what we've been getting, and it can stem from anything. You could have been having an abusive childhood and grew up, and now you got to know, it just how it is sometimes. Okay. Go down. Go down. Leora Perry. You say to first love yourself. Can you explain what that consists of? Because some may not know how to love yourself. Okay. This is my opinion. Disclaimer. Let me say that again so nobody don't be like, well, Yasmin said. This is what I feel like loving yourself is. I feel like loving yourself is embracing who you are and living in your truth. Because if you can embrace your flaws, if you can listen, I embrace my lazy eye, I embrace the thick thighs, I embrace all of that, all of me. Why? Because that's showing a sign that I love me. You have to embrace who you are. And that's not just, that's your physical. Also, loving yourself is not allowing anything that can destroy your peace, anything that's going to bring you harm to infiltrate in you. You understand what I'm saying? So you're showing yourself that you love yourself by enjoying who you are and not letting anything that'll harm you hurt you. And also, self-care goes into eating correctly. Come on, we're gonna keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. Keeping yourself on a good diet. I'm not saying you guys got to diet and do Dr. Now diet. That's not what I'm saying. But we do have to eat a certain type of way. If you know you got high blood pressure like me, sometimes I like salt. I just do. But in loving myself, I have to slow down on the salt. Some of us know we're not supposed to be eating shit. I mean, it all plays a part. We talk about loving yourself in the whole. That's mentally, spiritually, physically. So you get your physical down right, get your body right, get your body healthy, start working out, start eating right. You understand what I'm saying? Put things in your body that you want. It's like a seed. You put it in the ground, it sprouts out right. Whatever you put in your body sprouts out. So if you putting garbage in your body gonna sprout out garbage. It's gonna sprout out diseases, sprout out illnesses, sprout out sicknesses. You understand what I'm saying? That's your physical part, your mental part. Get your mind right. Start meditating, start praying, get help, get counseling. This is all part of loving yourself. Get counseling, get a therapist, get a psychiatrist, whatever you need. You understand? So that way, mentally, you can be together. Spiritually, pray. I'm not saying who you have to pray to. That's not what I do. I don't judge anybody. If you want to pray to Allah, pray to Allah. You pray to Buddha, pray to Buddha. Pray to whoever, pray to whoever. Pray to Beyonce or the Beehive, y'all go ahead and pray to Beyonce. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying, whatever spiritually keeps you grounded, that's what you need to do. That's exactly what you need to do. And some people might not like what I just said. Oh, you got too much self-esteem. I truly love me some me. Come on, staff. So that's spiritual. So now in the whole, you getting your body right. Because when your body's right, when you feel good, you do good. And that's just right. You know what I'm saying? So now that you got your body right and you're healthy, you're starting to dress different. You're starting to prepare yourself different. You know what I'm saying? That's showing that you love how you carry yourself. Show you that you love. Listen, I love being comfortable. I love my bonnet. I love my slippers. But one thing I had to face is if I love myself that much, the way I present myself, I'm a representation not only of my husband, not only of Peculiar Nation, but of my father. I'm a representation of God. And if I am who I say I am, me walking around looking like Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde is just not right. Because you never know who you coming across. Now, I'm not saying every time you walk out the house, you got to have your face slayed, beat, or whatever y'all call it. I'm not that deep into makeup, so don't come for me. You know what I'm saying? But you have to present yourself because you don't know who you might meet. You don't know who God is sending your way. You don't know who just you might bump into that can be for you to network and connect with. And you out here looking like Broomhilda. No, you got to check that. I had to check me. I only could tell y'all that because I had to check me. I was the bonnet and slipper chick unless I was going somewhere. And if you ain't like it, oh well, get over it. But guess what? That wasn't showing myself love. I was doing myself a disservice. Because you know how I'm sorry, y'all. That was trying to make me laugh. You know how many people that I could have met out there? You know how many people probably wanted to walk up to me, but they turned around because they probably was thinking, oh, she just a never ghetto hood rat. I ain't saying there's nothing wrong being a hood rat. If that's what you are, that's what you do. I'm no judgment, though. You understand what I'm saying? But you start presenting yourself different when you love yourself. You start carrying yourself different. You start to think different when you love yourself. And then self-care, get your nails done, get your hair done, get your feet done after you pay your bills. Paying your bills is part of self-care because nobody wants to be homeless. Okay, let's go back to the comments. Been having to talk to myself into saying I am good And mentally, when I fall backwards, I say, hold up. Listen, it's an everyday walk. That's the one thing we have to remember. It's an everyday walk. It's not, listen, I don't get up every day like, yup, I'm Yasmin Denise. This is me. Which wig I'm wearing today? Did it? Nah, some days I get up, I'll be like, man, this ain't for me. We have to speak life into ourselves. We spent so much time speaking, oh, I don't like this about me. I don't like the eye. I don't like that. And that's the prophetic eye at that. See, I should love it, right? No. But anyway, I don't like this about me. I don't like that about me. If we ain't have no problem doing that, we shouldn't have no problem waking up saying, God, I thank you. Looking in the mirror, be like, hey, beautiful. With the coal in your eye. Hey, beautiful. You got to speak it. It's an everyday thing. It's a process. Anything, let me tell you something. Anything you have to do that's going to better yourself is going to be a process. There's no really overnight success. Because even when it looked like it's overnight success, trust me, it's been in the making. Because if you get that overnight success, you'll lose it. You just wake up one day, oh yeah, I'm the bomb. How long you going to run off of that if you don't go through the process? How long can you run off of that instant gratification? Because when your mind starts wandering, when the mind is idled, and you hear those same words that came from back in the day or the present day, y'all I don't like synthetic here, or the synthetic thing, synthetic. I can't stand synthetic here, y'all. I'm telling y'all. But anyway, y'all know I keep it 100. Or the present day, then you know what I'm saying? That quick come up, now you back in your slump. So it's a process. Take it day by day. You how the song said, I've had some good days. Sometimes you're gonna have some good days. Sometimes you're gonna have some bad days, some sleepless nights, some nights you're gonna sleep. I mean, it just is what it is. Cool. Righty. What's the next one? Not the yes, Travis. The process. Yes, the process. The process. Oh. Travis, I'm gonna need you to come on my chat, please. Okay, next. What's the next one? Okay, so I hope that we helped you out. Wounded mate, wounded vessel, wounded mate. I hope that what is also you have to those. Yes, you have to unlearn that's part of your process. Learning, unlearning those toxic traits. I had a lot that I had to unlearn, and I'm still unlearning. Because you got to remember, especially if it was embedded in you since birth, since childhood, it's an everyday process of unlearning things that I thought that was right, things that not even I knew it wasn't right, but because it's what we did in my household with my mama, or when we were kids, I knew it wasn't right. I know the Easter Bunny ain't like, but it's because it's what. And hey, I don't judge it. If you like the rabbit, you like the rabbit. I don't have no problem with that. Thank you, Stephanie. Please stop. Take the bruise. Go ahead. Click that. Take the bruise years off one at a time. That's it. That's what you do. That's what you do. And let me tell you something. Somebody told me this one time, and I'm really beginning to see what it means. Even in your difficult time, make sure you live in your awe moments. Because you can be going through hell and back. But as long as you still breathing and you doing what you doing, you seeing sunshine sometimes. When you see that sunshine, you live in that sunshine. Take advantage of it. That's a part of, because you can grab onto that piece of awe moment, that breath you got, that stop and breathe with nothing going through your mind, and things are starting to work out, even though things might go back to acting crazy again or whatever the case might be. You know what I'm saying? You can still, take that awe moment and live in it. It'll help you. Because you'll think back on that awe moment when you going through something. Words of affirmation, start speaking positive things and life into yourself. Yes, ma'am, Minister Sunny. I'm going to get her to change that name on Facebook, y'all. I'm sick of that Minister Sunny, but I know who she is. Okay, she walks it out. But that's a long name to be saying every time I got to say her name so people will know who I'm talking about. Ah! Listen, you guys, it has been a pleasure. If you guys don't have nothing else to say, I just want you to know. Okay, listen. Let me get this right quick. Mr. Travis Henry, please, okay? Please, okay? I'm sorry, y'all. Keep it on it here. I gotta, let me do this right quick. You know. But anyway, two wounded vessel, wounded maid. I just hope you take this time, you listen to this, play this back, and you start living in your moment. You start living in your truth. You start embracing who you really are, your flaws and everything, and you start to love yourself. Once you begin to love yourself, then you can take your direction from there. Because you're not going to be able to make a real good decision with your mind without love, with not loving yourself, because your mind is all over the place. You're only doing what you know. You're doing what you've been taught. You're doing what people told you. You living how they want you to live. But once you start to embrace yourself and love yourself, then you will start to live in your truth, and then you will start to see what's really for you, what really makes you happy. And regardless to your decision that you make, honey, whether you stay or you leave, I want you to know that I love you. It was an honor to be able, y'all know I don't usually do this. She asked me to do it this way, and it was an honor. It's an honor that you trust me with your information. It's an honor to, bring it to the platform so people can, give their opinions and their description on it. And it's just really an honor. And I thank you so much. I really do. And to all my truth tellers out there, I thank you all. Make sure y'all share this video with somebody. If you guys would like to, what is that? Oh, look at Santa, Minister Santa Barbarian Prelay. Oh, yes. And just to let you guys know, if you would like to donate, whatever you like, give a gift. $ Yasmin Campbell. Make sure y'all hit that Cash App. $ Yasmin Campbell. What? I'm sorry. Make sure, make sure y'all get make sure. Oh Lord, make sure y'all send it to $ Yasmin Campbell. And again, let me tell y'all something. Y'all keep looking out, because the pop-up True Serums might be coming to a city near you. I might be in your city in a couple of months. You never know. I just might be in your city. I can't see the comments because Travis moved them, guys. I'm sorry. So if y'all saying whatever y'all saying, I apologize. So I might be in your city. I might be in your city. I might be in your city. Y'all hear me? I might be in your city. So y'all just keep following. Y'all just keep looking forward. Looking for it. Y'all listen. The album about to drop. The pop-up shop's about to drop. We're gonna be in there. I'm in here trying to get this merch. We working diligently to, hit the places that really want us to come. That's why I asked you guys that on Facebook. If I did a pop-up, what's your city? Where y'all want me to come? And I got a lot of Virginia, of course. I got some New York. I got some Ohio. I got some over there, Brazil, but I don't know if I'm going to Brazil yet. Right. And to you guys, if you haven't got the book, make sure you go cop that book at www.peculiarnationent.com. If you cannot go to peculiarnationent.com, inbox me for directions, instructions, and I'll let you know how to get that. Leora Perry, before I leave, I just want to tell you I love you. I appreciate you. And I want you to remember living your truth. Shake it all off. Walk like Leora. Be Leora with your head up high. And I want you to walk, mama. Do it gracefully. Turn up for what? I want you to just do it. Because I am behind you 110%. So I would like to thank you all. This was a good episode. Nell, what did you say? Naked beaches in Brazil. I know. Hey, come on, Truth Serum on the naked beaches. Everybody showing their thickness. Is that what we doing, Stephanie? Come on now, don't do that to me. So I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. I love you all. Make sure y'all tune in again next Saturday, same bat time, same bat channel. I see you and I'm out. Yes, it hurts.
From the beginning of time, the book of life was written. But who are you kidding? It was rewritten to control the minds with precision. This cold-blooded for spitting. On your throne you were sitting. Your plan is to lure us with religion. Trump, Bush, and Clinton all had the same intentions. Nothing changed. The modern day King James. Not to mention your perversion and segregation causes chaos and tension. All life matters, that's the part that you're forgetting. Revealing what's hidden. Your trickery and lies exposed. Get written.
Your trickery and lies exposed, good written.